Hey there, everyone. This is Regret94 back at you again with another deck tech today. Today we are looking at one of my favorite decks in Standard right now. Very, very budget as well. Blue-Red Panharmonicon. So we are running an infinite combo, one of like probably five in Standard at the moment, where we are going to be creating infinite Thopters and either dealing infinite damage or just being able to value out with all of our Thopters the next turn. So let's start out with our land base. For Drownyard Temple, it seems very strange, but whenever we are running Quicksmith Genius in the deck, which I'll get to later, it actually makes a lot of sense to be able to get this back from the graveyard. Four Evolving Wilds, four Highland Lake, two Inventor's Fair to search out a Panharmonicon or something else that we would need, two Island and seven Mountains. Creatures we are running in the deck are four Filigree Familiar. When it enters, you gain 2 life. When it dies, draw a card. Very good value, very reasonable blocker, 3-drop 2/2 that can sometimes gain you 4 or even 6 life if you have multiple Panharmonicons out on the field. We are running one PNLR to make a Thopter with flying and be able to deal a damage or anything like that. It's a very good finisher for Panharmonicon as well. We are running 4 Quicksmith Genius. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Again, Drownyard Temple is very good to put pitch to this, along with Fiery Temper. And he's very good at just looking for anything in the deck that you are currently missing. We're running 4 Reckless Fireweaver. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Very good to finish out the game once we start making infinite Thopters, and just to get some damage through while we are trying to find our combo. And then one of our combo pieces, Whirler Virtuoso. When it enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy, and then you can pay 3 energy and create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. So, basically, I'm going to be moving into our combo next, so I'll start talking about this now. Once this enters the field, you must have 2 Decoction modules and a Panharmonicon, or 1 Decoction module, 2 Panharmonicons, something along those lines. Because Decoction module says whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you get an energy. So, you get 3 energy from this. You make a Thopter, and then whenever that Thopter enters, if you have 2 of these and a Panharmonicon out on the field, then whenever that Thopter enters, you get 4 energy back. So pay 3 energy, get 4 energy back, rinse, repeat, make infinite Thopters. Obviously, Panharmonicon, it's what makes this deck work. If an artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, an ability triggers a additional time. So anytime something entering the battlefield triggers something, it triggers again. Reflector Mage gets 2 bounces. Thought Not Seer steals 2 cards. Whirler Virtuoso gets 6 energy. PNLR makes 2 Thopters. You gain 4 life with Filigree Familiar, so on, so on. Then we are running 4 Metal Spinners Puzzle Knot and 4 Prophetic Prism. Whenever they enter, you draw a card. And Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot makes you lose a life whenever you draw that card, and you can sack it for 2 and a black and draw a card and lose a life. We can make that black mana with Prophetic Prism because it says 1 in a tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And then we just have 4 Fiery Tempers to get rid of creatures, get in the last bit of damage, whatever we need to do. Able to be looted away with Quicksmith Genius, so it's a pretty good slot. Sideboard, we have 2 Deadlock Trap to shut down Gideon, to shut down any kind of flying blocker that they may have, something that's going to disrupt our plans. 4 Fevered Visions for the aggro matchup, or not the aggro matchup, the control matchup, so we can start dealing 2 damage to our control friends who like to keep their hands to themselves. So we can say, here, you can have 2 damage for that. And we will continue drawing cards and trying to find our combo. 4 lightning axe, just for any kind of big creatures on the field. Kalitas comes to mind. Mind Rack Demon, Ishkana. Very good against that, and we can pitch Fiery Temper to it. 2 negates and 3 spell shrivels. These come in for the control matchup, just to keep our things from dying, so we can keep our Whirler Virtuoso on the field, our Reckless Fireweaver on the field, so we can go off. But anyways, that has been Blue-Red Panharmonicon in Standard, and I'll see you guys whenever we get to the matches.